Have you ever wondered why it's getting hotter each summer or why some winters seem unusually mild? This isn't a simple case of unpredictable weather, but a sign of something bigger. It's called climate change, and it's more than just a hot topic of conversation. Imagine our Earth as a giant puzzle where all the pieces fit together to create a balanced climate. But what happens when some pieces start to change? The whole picture begins to shift. That's what climate change is, a shift in the Earth's overall climate patterns. Now, let's talk about greenhouse gases. Picture them as a thick, invisible blanket around the Earth, trapping heat from the sun. As we produce more of these gases, the blanket gets thicker, warming our planet. This is known as the greenhouse effect. So remember, climate change isn't just about weather, it's about our future. Imagine being a polar bear in the Arctic, your icy home melting beneath your paws. Picture this, a family of polar bears, just like your family, living together in their icy home. The mother strong and protective, the father brave and ambitious, and their two cubs, playful and curious, just like you and your siblings or friends. Their home isn't a house or an apartment. Instead, it's an enormous frozen expanse of ice and snow. But something is happening to their home. Slowly, the ice is melting. It's as if you woke up one morning and found your bedroom shrinking, your beloved toys disappearing. The polar bears are facing something similar. Their icy playground is growing smaller each day, their favorite icy slides and caves vanishing, and it's not just their playground. The ice is also their hunting ground. Imagine if your refrigerator started to empty, with fewer of your favorite snacks every day. That's what's happening to the polar bears. The seals they hunt are becoming harder to find as the ice melts. And with fewer seals, the polar bears are finding it difficult to get enough to eat. But this family of polar bears is resilient. They're doing their best to adapt, to find new ways to survive. The mother is swimming longer distances to find food. The father is protecting their shrinking territory with all his might, and the cubs are learning to navigate their changing world. However, they can't do it alone. They need help. The same way your parents help you when things get tough, the polar bears need our help to protect their home. And it's not just the polar bears. Many animals around the world are facing similar challenges due to climate change. This is the tale of the polar bears. A tale of resilience and adaptation, but also a tale of a home under threat and a family doing their best to survive. It's a tale that's being written right now with every drop of melting ice. Just like the polar bear, many animals are struggling to survive because of climate change. But it's not just animals that are affected. Climate change affects us too. You see, as our planet gets warmer, we're seeing more and more natural disasters. Think about those wild forest fires that turn green landscapes into ashen wastelands, or those powerful hurricanes that rip apart cities and towns. These aren't just random events. They're becoming more frequent and more destructive because of climate change. Let's take a moment to think about the sea. Yes, that vast, beautiful ocean. Now imagine it rising, slowly but surely. That's what's happening because of melting ice caps and warming seas. This means over time, places we love like beachside towns or cities like Venice could become submerged. And then there's the risk to our health. As temperatures rise, so do the chances of heat waves. These aren't just uncomfortable, they can be deadly. Plus, warmer conditions can also mean more mosquitoes, which can carry diseases like malaria or dengue fever. Now let's bring it closer to home. Picture your local park, your school, your favorite ice cream shop. How would they be affected? Maybe more heat waves mean fewer days playing outside, or more intense storms could damage your school, or rising seas might flood that ice cream shop. These scenarios might seem far off, but they're becoming more probable every day. That's why it's crucial for us to understand and act. Climate change is a challenge that we all must face. But there's good news. Each one of us can help fight climate change. Imagine if the world was a giant puzzle, and we all had a piece to contribute. That piece is a symbol of the positive changes we can make in our daily lives to combat climate change. Small as it may seem, when pieced together, it forms a beautiful picture of a healthier, greener planet. One of the most effective ways to do this is by recycling. By sorting out our paper, plastic, and glass, we can help reduce the amount of waste that ends up in our landfills and oceans. It's a simple step, but it has a big impact. Reducing energy use is another practical step. Turning off lights when we leave a room, unplugging devices that aren't in use, and using energy-efficient appliances. These are all ways we can conserve energy and reduce our carbon footprint. And let's not forget about the power of planting trees. Trees are nature's air purifiers. They absorb carbon dioxide, one of the main contributors to global warming, and release oxygen back into the air. Planting a tree is like giving a gift to the earth. It's important to remember that we're all in this together. Each one of us has a role to play in the fight against climate change. It's not just about saving polar bears or preserving our beautiful landscapes, it's about safeguarding our future. Remember, every little bit helps. Together we can make a difference for our planet.